don't need to go home, Mum.
Yeah.
Right? We're just with a third person. You don't need to look at us. So, all right, boys. 3, 2, 1. You ready, Stan?
Yep.
And yeah. Okay, good. Action. And
Hey boys,
Hey mate, how's it going?
how are you?
Good mate.
How's it going here on lot 11?
Yeah, not too bad mate. We've dug in all our trenches at the moment, just laying our last bit of pipe work. Hopefully make our inspection by 1 o'clock, which would be awesome.
Great.
Yeah mate.
Yeah.
Bit of a rib raft floor going on.
Rib raft?
Yep.
Oh, simple foundation then, not too complicated.
Nah, not at all, not at all. Just
that's
a standard procedure for us here. So
as my memory goes, this is for some local people, Sue and Jim.
Yep, that's correct.
Their retirement home.
Yeah, quite a nice little spot they've got here, man. Would not
Yeah, well this
complain.
is the first, for those people watching, this is their first waterfront house to be built. There's several others in the process of happening.
Yep.
Oh, well that's good, that's good. And where are you guys?
With Northland Plumbing and Gas, we're based out of Whangarei.
And you're available for all these sort of jobs on the subdivision?
Drain laying, plumbing, you name it mate, we've got it.
Well, that's what I have noticed up here. You boys make it a bit easier.
Yeah, man.
Whether it be the builders, the plumbers or the electricians. So thanks very much.
No worries.
Good luck. We'll see you again in the future.
Cheers mate, thank you.
stop.
Yeah, we're good to go.
How are you?
Hey mate.
Brian Story.
Bailey.
Yeah, we did the, you may not realise, but we did the development, I did the development, and sold the sections, and this is obviously one of our clients you're building for. Who are you with?
We Construction, yeah.
Oh,
We
what
Construct.
a great t-shirt.
Yeah, it's a good one.
You got to tell the world, don't you?
I like the logo.
Yeah. So how long you been on site here?
This is our 3rd week at the moment, end of our 3rd week.
And you've got the foundations, the flooring and the framing up and the roof on.
Yeah.
How long? 3 weeks?
3 weeks, yes. Yeah.
Wow, people don't realise that.
No,
they think it's a mission, it's a 12, 18, it's not.
No, not at all.
Building's not as difficult as people think, you know. Well, this is great. Yeah, the guy that's moving up here, as I say, I sold him the section. Really nice chap from Auckland. And he, a big bagpiper, and that's why he's come to Waipu, because it's renowned for his Scottish heritage.
Yeah, it's real nice up here.
Yeah, so when would you expect to get the outside cladding on?
Hopefully next week we'll be starting on Tuesday.
So next couple of weeks, 2 weeks time, this place is
fully cladded.
Fully cladded.
Yes.
Nearly all the windows are in now.
Yes, yep. And then Jib will be on within 2 to 3 weeks.
This is a 3-bedroom house?
Yes.
Yeah.
3-bedroom house.
Yeah, fantastic. And a great outlook, look at that.
Yes.
Well, there's quite a few going up at the moment and more in the pipeline. So we wish you well with it.
Yeah, no, sweet.
All the
Thank you
best.
very much, mate.
Thanks, and thanks for all your efforts. Thank you.
Yeah?
Yeah, because they'll cut it all up.
Yeah, just like basically just have a yarn.
Yeah. Oh, Bailey, what I must ask you is, you ready to go? Yep. Yeah. Bailey, what I must ask you, you guys, there's a group of you here.
Yes.
You look like a bit of a surfer.
Yes, I am, yeah.
Are you?
Yeah. Surfing's good fun.
And up here, you've been utilising it as yet, or not? Or too busy on the job?
Too busy on the job, but yes, I'm definitely going to get into surfing soon.
Yeah, and you're up at Ruakaka,
yes,
I think you said.
Yeah, just around the corner at Ruakaka.
Yeah. Have you ever surfed Langs Beach?
I have once.
Once,
yes.
yeah. Well, we got Langs, haven't we? We got Waipu Cove, Uratiti, and that coastline all the way up to Whangarei. I mean,
it's a good spot to be at.
Yeah, no traffic.
No, not at all.
Yeah.
The highway makes it so much better.
Board on the roof and you're there in 5 minutes.
Yeah.
Well, that's wonderful. And there'll be a lot of guys like you that will take advantage of that here. We've got a number of younger folk that are bought sections, so good luck.
It's definitely a good spot to be.
Yeah, a bit of a, fantastic. See you soon. Bye.
Awesome.
Is that enough?
Well, Brian, it must feel really good to come and check out this build. You know, it's all completed.
Well, popped up here today to have a look at the first 2 completed builds of all the numbers of houses that are going up, and this and the one next door. To walk in here makes me feel fantastic, you know. I mean, this has been a lengthy journey in terms of, this was 10 acres of grass. We've now got a beautiful subdivision of 53 acres, 53 lots, I'm afraid. And you know, this is a house that's just been finished, as I say, but the interesting thing is it's gone from a section to a house in approximately 4 months. And to me, that's fantastic. The builder here was Macon Homes, and he built this one and the one next door. For those that are interested, this house is 161 square metres, 2 bathrooms, internal garage, double. And you know, this house was very reasonable to build.
Yeah.
It's got all the facilities, it's got heat pumps, it's got what everything your family want, really.
Yeah.
We can have it in a 3-bedroom configuration, a 4-bedroom configuration. As I say, this is 161 square metres for 3 bedrooms. It's a good size house.
Yeah.
It's a good family house, a nice sunny courtyard.
Yeah.
Which is great for barbecues. We've got the sun coming here in the afternoon, so ideal for that.
Well, Brian, this is a really exciting development. Where did you first get the idea to come and turn this beautiful piece of land into sections?
It all started with a tiny ad in the Herald, which I responded to. I drove up here more or less straight away because I've always loved Waipu. And when I got here, we had 10 flat acres of very developable land, and that was the start of the dream.
Fantastic. So if someone's buying one of these sections, what are they actually getting? What's here?
Well, the great thing we can offer, and it's here, and it's all part of the development, you hook up to the services, the council services, whether that be sewerage, water, obviously everything's underground, street lighting, you know, beautifully built roads, and so there's no hassle. I mean, we're not talking septic tanks and this, that, now. This is a modern subdivision.
Great. So it's got all the modern facilities you expect of a town or a city. So you've got fibre internet.
Absolutely.
Great. Fantastic. So everything's good to go. There's nothing extra that they need to worry about. So essentially, all they need to do is find their builder, design their plan, and bring it, and everything's ready to go.
Well, what we've been tending to do, what I've been tending to do with my buyers, because that's the process. They buy the section, they build the house. But it's more than that for a developer. A developer gets involved in each and every one of his clients.
Great.
They come to me for advice. I don't always have the answers, but I can certainly point them in the right direction.
Yeah, fantastic.
And that takes a lot of pressure out of it for people. People are busy at work.
Yeah.
I'm busy developing and selling sections.
Yeah.
We don't know everything, but we know a lot.
I can see that you've put a lot of effort thought into it. Each and every section has got beautiful landscaping, the road crossings are done. How are you keeping up to date with everything? Because the sections look fantastic. Have you got anyone helping?
Well, yeah, I mean, it's not a matter of just creating the sections. As you say, it's a matter of maintaining the development. And, you know, I've got 2 full-time people here, certainly at this stage, gardening, etc. But long term, what we have here from day one is what's called a resident society. So, you know, what's a resident society? It's not a body corporate. That's the first thing to point out. And the resident society is simply to maintain your value in your investment. So in other words, nobody can leave an old car on the front lawn. Yeah. Nobody, you know, they've got to have respect for their rubbish bins. People have just got to do the courteous things for their neighbour.
Yeah, absolutely.
And if the neighbour is playing up in any way, there's some teeth to sort it out. And I don't want to sound, you know, the teeth aren't vicious, but you want to know that every penny you put into your build and your section has got some covenants and some security of when you walk out, the gardens are done, for example.
Fantastic.
And that'll be a yearly fee, the Resident Society. And if you ask me right now, I'm putting that budget together, but I'm imagining it's probably going to be between $700 and $1,000 a year. That means you walk out, it looks fantastic.
Well, it already does, and I can see by having those resident society rules in place, it's going to help everybody protect their investment. Whether they're living here permanently or whether or not they've got a batch that's lock up and leave, they know that when they come back, everything is safe and secure.
Well, that's very important, and people want to feel safe.
Absolutely, yeah.
And, you know, the other big draw card here was the 10 acres I bought is surrounded by quality housing. the neighbours on previous subdivisions behind us to one side of us. It's quality housing. So, you know, we've got a lot of people up here, retired farmers and so on. So people have come from everywhere to live in Waipu for very obvious reasons.
Oh, look, absolutely. The moment you come and you feel that community vibe and the friendliness of the locals and so many facilities and amenities on your doorstep, which is really good. So you've chosen a brilliant place, and I can see why once people have driven up here and had a look around, that they get the bug, you know.
Yeah.
They want to be part of this beautiful community.
Yeah, well, I'm super proud of it, as are my family, and one of my kids is going to be building up here. And we love it for its community, as you point out, and the safeness, the availability of fantastic beaches, etc. The list could go on.
Yeah.
But Waipu Village, on a Saturday morning, a long weekend, there's fairs, there's a lot happening in this community.
Yeah, it's great, fantastic. And it's steeped in a lot of history in that as well, which is really good. Looking back at when you purchased the land and things like that and you came here, what was it that you thought would be some of the key selling features to the people that want to move here and live here? What are they going to love about it?
Well, when somebody buys a section, I think, you know, they're relatively, a lot of people are relatively, or have been relatively nervous to build houses in general. Most people only build one or two in their life. One is, not everybody even builds one. But the point is, I could see this land as easy to build on. Because unlike Magnify, we're not on the side of the hills. Doesn't cost much to get out of the ground here. We've got the simplest of foundations.
Great.
Everything is geotech, flood-proofed, etc. But we've got the benefit of the water aspect. The water aspect always drew me to say this is the place for us to develop it.
So getting here, tell us about what is nearby. What can I find close by if I want to go for a day trip, or I want to go and check out some beaches or food? What have we got nearby?
Well, look, I think the first thing to recognise is we've got the services. We've got medical, we've got schools, we've got daycares right on our doorstep.
Wow.
So for families, that makes life easy. We've got the big box stores, the accountants, the solicitors, the major hospital in Whangarei, which is less than 30 minutes straight drive up the road. So those things cover the essentials in life. As to local facilities and special places, we're always mentioning the beach, Langs Beach, Waipu Cove, Uratiti. So they go without saying, they're spectacular and world class. The village has just got a vibe. You know, Ponsonby Road, forget it. Waipu Village, it's alive.
Yeah.
You know, when the first day I came up here, I remember pulling into an angle park on the main road, and there was some retired guys sitting at a bench outside a cafe playing backgammon.
Great.
I mean, where do you see that? They obviously feel relaxed. They obviously feel safe. And to me, the more I come here, and obviously that's been very regular, the more at home I feel. I really, really do.
Yeah.
And, you know, another few years, it wouldn't surprise me I'm up here with my retirement home, hopefully. It wouldn't surprise me at all.
Yeah. Seems like a great place to retire. The village and the community is very friendly. There's a lot there. Community centres, there's churches. I met a lady earlier today that she'd gone and bought her wool, and she'd come up from Mangawai especially to get the wool.
That's right.
There were other people there, and he was selling whole fish.
Yes.
You know, the amount of cafes with food and delicious homemade treats.
Well, 2 weeks ago, there was a fabulous country calendar program on about growing pawpaw up here and those exotic fruits, supplying a local shop up here, a lady who's very eco. And I think the other thing you've got to remember up here, it's warmer.
Yeah.
We've got a warmer climate.
Beautiful.
And it's always been known, it doesn't get promoted enough. We've got a super warm climate. What's going to build Waipu and the north further? There are plans in place to extend the new motorway.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Fantastic.
but even so, you know, I came up this morning, simplest of drives, 40 minutes from the Walkworth roundabout.
Wow, that's fantastic.
That's nothing.
Yeah.
You know, a few tunes on the radio, a couple of phone calls, and you're here.
Wonderful.
The Brenduans, just the improvements I've seen on the Brenduans since I first started to come up here.
Oh,
It's a breeze.
totally.
It's a
Have to
breeze.
agree. Well, Brian, why don't you take me for a good look around? Let's go and see some of the sections.
Yes.
And it might be time for some lunch. What do you think?
Maybe so.
All right, let's go and
do
check it out.
Let's just do that. Let's go.
Great.
Right.
Okay, so Brian, what lots are these ones that we're standing on now?
Well, these foreshore ones are 14, 13, 12. The builders are on 11, and number 10 is the far end.
Okay, great.
Now, they've all got the water frontage.
Yep.
I think the interesting thing here is too, I think people should realise we're slightly elevated here, so we get that nice overview of the water.
Yeah, so if you're building here, you're going to get all day sunshine as well, which is great. So just let me know, what are the size of the sections of the ones here in stage 2 that are for sale right now?
Well, generically, over the whole, stage 2 has a combination.
Looking at the camera, you got your back to me.
Yeah.
Sorry. Yeah. Stage 2, as you say, we've got sections throughout the subdivision which are, I like to say, they're 450 to 550 square metres. Each section is slightly different. Obviously, we can provide a site plan to show you that. But these along here are all 500 plus sections, give or take, and you know, dead flat.
Yeah, beautiful.
As we were talking to the builders along there, it's an easy place to build.
Absolutely. So as far as covenants go, are there height restrictions for people's builds?
This is going to be a single story development.
Right.
The main reason for that is simply like any modern subdivision, land is a cost, and you know, then you've got your council rules, your height to boundary. So whereas we can have tall roof lines, there won't be any two-story homes.
Absolutely. And as far as size goes on the section, have you got a minimum build size?
Yeah, we do. We have a minimum build size of 82 square metres. Now that may not sound huge to a number of people that might see this clip, but the reason being is we've got some sections here which are in a certain price bracket, and you put an 82 square metre home on it, plus a garage, you've got a very generous 2-bedroom home, firstly. Not a lot of maintenance, that's what we thought, and they can go on some of the sections that aren't as valuable towards the rear for free. Like we've got a couple left at $3.99, so that little package comes in very economically.
Certainly does, yeah. It's great for someone wanting a holiday home or a lock up and leave, and
Yeah.
somewhere to get out of the city and enjoy the good life of the local community.
Yeah.
Also with the covenants, is there a time restriction? So once you've bought your section, do you have to build within 12 months, or is there a time frame?
We did a couple of interesting things here. In terms of a time restriction, the only restriction of time on you is once you start building, you've got to have the house closed in other words, effectively finished on the outside within 18 months. If you protract that time out to get the interior finished, that's fine. But what we don't want half finished timber frames everywhere that drag on. So we're saying 18 months, which is more than enough time. I mean, they're building whole houses over there in 4 months.
Absolutely, that sounds incredibly fair. Also, you've done a huge amount of landscaping as well, and at the moment I can see beautiful timber fencing, which is a really nice touch. What are the fencing restrictions between each property for boundaries?
Yeah, well, we do, and without word for word right now, we've got covenants we can produce and send to anybody in our legal pack, but as they read through it, there's restrictions on how far your fence can go beyond the front of your house. So in other words, your timber fence wouldn't go to the very front boundary peg. We've introduced certain products for fencing, so it's not a higgledy-piggledy mess, and we've got hedging incorporated in that.
Okay, great.
Which is lovely. So we foresee houses being built, and from the front corners of the house to the road is probably a hedge.
Beautiful. That's a really nice touch. Excellent. So why don't we go and have a cup of tea and chat over lunch, and I can ask you a few more questions.
Yeah, sure. Well, there's plenty of choice. Let's go and do it.
Okay, sounds good. Let's go.